I Aspire with my shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. Yo, the energies are interesting. I will say that. Very, very interesting. A lot of communication. Mercury's in Gemini, Sun's in Gemini. There's a conjunction that happens this evening. Yeah. Energies are everywhere. I can't tell you how many times I've just been attempting to go live, like the last couple moments, like a few minutes. It's very, very interesting energy. Whew. Hey, let's get some likes going. Ah, some love, some joy, celebration, a little woo, and always in the truth. Archangel Michael, as always, I need you. Because people crazy. People are doing the most. All I can say is, uh, I, mm, yo, big things must be in motion. Because, boy, the level of everything lately is so funny to me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm about to sit. It's so funny. It's so funny. I mean, I tell you that boy working overtime, he working overtime. Woo! Overtime. Whoa. I wasn't trying to be all extra like that, but okay, okay. I've never had that happen. So I'm a little taken aback by it. Like, oh, yeah, big changes. Big changes. Ooh, whoa. Oh yeah. Yo, the energy is it's coming from all directions. You're having the impact that you're desiring to have. Love is a heck of a steamroller, you know? Ooh, somebody doing some mojo. Some mojo. Yeah. See, they're trying to hit. It's so funny. Somebody's trying to pry through. That's a lot. Oh, I gotta process that. Oh, okay. All right. All right, Holy Spirit. I would say settle the energy, but it is Gemini season, and so that is an oxymoron. All right, what do you have for the Divine Collective? What do we all need to know right now? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, you know what? I get it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What is the current? Oh, now that's funny. Listen. It's the fountain of life, right? Drawing strength and renewal from within. And it came out reverse, right? So that's what someone doesn't want you doing right now. Because look, sword of courage, the winds of destiny, guardian of the heart, the mysterious code, the unknown horizon. I'm not keeping all of these. I'm just the key to destiny, window of dreams, dense fog, star guidance, uncharted adventure. Yeah, you're disturbing somebody. Look, as the will. Yeah, you're disturbing people and their, we'll just say, their low vibrational energy. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's almost like somebody's trying to find and follow your energy signature. But here's the issue. The maze, as you go through it, right? You are torching. And so even though they're trying to follow, it is very uncomfortable. Right, because the renewal and the strength from within, that's what's setting the fire. They want to pour a bunch of water on you to try to put this flame out, and they can't. Interesting. Okay. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I truly do. Mountain of life. My. Okay. All right. So now that we know that there's somebody who wants to extinguish a flame, they want to shut you up, right? Because prophetic word is what I'm getting. Even though it says everything I touch is gold, it's the hands over the mouth, right? They don't want you to see them. They don't want you to see through. Like, oh yeah, they want you lost in some sort of weird abyss. Oh baby, that's not gonna work. See? Because you're loyal. You're loyal to it. You're loyal to it. I love it. Trustworthy friendships. Excuse me, trustworthy friendship has your best interest, care, and connection. Because see, what I'm getting, y'all, is that when you really work for God, right? And that care and connection, like you're not doing anything solely for yourself. Like it really is a three musketeer sort of energy, all for one, one for all, right? But if you're not on that vibe, boy, and it's so funny. I'm getting like because they keep trying to extinguish, they're creating this like steam. That's where the fog's coming from. It's not hindering you, it's hindering them. Yeah. See, this is nature and then made woman, right? That's who you are. It is in your nature. So even with the deluge, because I really feel like somebody's trying to like extinguish this, it's still within your nature. Look, divine timing, chosen 144. Yeah, look, whoever these people who are allowing themselves to be the tool for the works of the enemy, you're gonna regret it because you think you're having a good time dancing with the devil. But here's the thing: pressure. Pressure, right? One of the most overlooked qualities a person has, meaning the capacity of endurance to take pressure, right? All right. You're not you're not harming, you're not hurting. All you're doing is refining. About it just awakens something more and more and more. So they're in regret, but that's to be what expected, I guess. Yeah. Yo, everything they've tried, you've shaken them on. All right, tell me about the fountain of life in the reverse position. See, look, devil. Look at that shit, devil. Told you. Oh. Overindulgence. This makes me feel like somebody's on drugs. I'm not even joking. Looking at this and this, and so somebody could be all pumped up, right? They got all this courage and shit, but it's artificial. It's something that their habits has allowed in. Like somebody's shadow self is just raging. Like when I tell you people just don't want to see you happy and abundant, baby, joyous. They really, mm, mm, mm. Look, see, they want to bring an end to your joy and your happiness and your sense of completeness. They want you to go, collective. But see, here's the thing. You're here to teach lessons. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing and however you're being an impact into this world, you are here to serve a divine purpose. Hence why you show up as the world, right? And they show up as the devil. Capricorn, Saturn have a connection, right? But you're not doing anything from your shadow. You're actually doing things from your light. To be what is that phrase? To be the change you want to see. Right. But they feel like you putting a damper on their style. But that's what you're supposed to do. I just saw the tower. I'm gonna put that right there because that's how they want to put it in, right? Not to mention, I feel like whoever's overindulging in anything, you need to stop. It's time to close out a chapter and leave all that shit behind. Right. Your ancestors, I don't know if you're recognizing them, but you're definitely got some guidance here. They're helping you guide your way through this labyrinth. Now, there is a difference, right? I know the card says mazes, but a maze is very different than a labyrinth, guys. The labyrinth, the goal is to find your center. The maze is a direct pattern, but it's one side to the other. It's an in and out sort of process. And this, I really do feel like this is why when people try to work against you, they get stuck, they get lost, they don't know how to find their way through because they're navigating from the position of a maze and you're navigating from the position of a labyrinth. Interesting. Yeah, you definitely hold the power. Oh my. Like I said, your ancestors are truly helping you through this. Quiet as it's kept. Loyalty. See? And there's that regret again. This is so spiritual, it's not even funny. Look, they've been systematically trying to make things just that much harder, right? 10 of Wands. The energy's been wild. But here's the thing. You already know this because you're navigating from a completely different place. And so you see things coming. And so you're always able to sidestep. Whenever people try to bring chaos and conflict and confusion to you, you just draw on that beautiful hidden strength and those hidden helpers. This reminds me of like a car chase where, you know, all of a sudden the road forks and you end up on a high road and they're down there and they're like, dang it. But in order to get back to you, they would have to violate all sorts of laws in order to, instead of now they got to go back the long way. Right. It's really feeling like that. Really, really feeling like that. Yeah. These people are truly lost souls, like empty vessels. Hence why this energy just jumps in. Just jumps in. See, you don't mind the darkness. You discovered many beautiful treasures within. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. Y'all playing checkers? And they playing well, no, and you playing chess? Yeah, man. See? You really do have friends in high places. And it's not because of you're a balanced and fair person. Is really what I'm getting. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody really feels like something's unfair. Yeah, look at that shit. So, look, 56. Yeah, 56, 56. Okay, hold on. Now that's interesting. Right. You were on the right path in life, and a new beginning is approaching. I told you that. I told you that because the energies are so crazy and the attacks have been so in your face. Huh. Watch this. I'm sorry for crunching in y'all ear. It says it combines the energies of the numbers 5 and 6, emphasizing the importance of paying attention to your thoughts and actions. The number also indicates profound changes, guiding you toward spiritual growth and improve personal harmony. Confirmation. Right. Additionally, it encourages you to open your heart and receive spiritual insights, ancestors. Overall, seeing this number is a reminder to approach life with an open mind and a grounded spirit. Exactly. And that is truly how I feel like we've been navigating the terrain. See, you're a major player. You really do cause ripples, right? They don't like it. Shit can be felt. I just want you to know, more so than you just being on the right path, I want you to know you won. There's going to be little hints from the universe to let you know, not only are you on the right path, but you have overcome a major obstacle. Because I feel like somebody was really trying to keep you, down in the dumps. They wanted you sad, depressed, feeling lonely, left out, downtrodden. They wanted you to constantly be taking these financial losses, probably doing some health stuff, and you have overcome it all with a very beautiful, cheerful spirit, by the way. A very beautiful and cheerful spirit. Right. Now somebody's worried. Yeah, they're scared because they didn't know you had this sort of spiritual strength. Let me tell you something. My collective, my soul family, my tribe. Whew. They don't play about us. I know that because I be seeing shit. Yeah, look. Our Father's always watching. Look at that shit. Always watching. And here's something that people may not know. I saw the Three of Swords and I saw the Wheel of Fortune. Right? You have watched people get they shit for betraying you over and over and over again. True or false, y'all? People the universe they get back when it comes to us. So, you know why? Because you really try. Oh, wow. I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm doing fantastic. How you doing? Hey, Jane. Yeah, I just want y'all to focus on these new beginnings that's coming in. And that try as they might, you good. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Keep walking by faith. Keep fear out your heart. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Life is good. Because I've got friends in high places. I got friends in low places too. But that's okay. Keep, wait. Nope. All right, let's pick one more. Because, man, let me tell you. Yeah, look, it's Stormboat. It says the perseverance and courage to keep sailing even in the midst of a crisis. I know that's right. Man, like, oh, you roll with it, right? Wheel of Fortune. That's the nature. That's right. Implications of the future. So, if this hasn't started for you guys, then be on the lookout, okay? But there's telltale signs, and you're being prepared for interesting times. Ooh, look, loner. Be brave enough to go it alone, and you'll discover more possibilities. The winds of destiny, moving with the wind to pursue greater possibilities. Yeah, guys, you know, you might be heading to unknown shores soon, because some things cannot be done with attachments. You know? Tell me about Loner in the Wind. Mm. Well, that's interesting. Loner. There's light at the end of the tunnel and a new beginning, fresh start. Look at that. Your slate is clear. Take advantage. So if you guys have been in this energy where you've been in your hermit mode, right? You've been called to be, you know, just more reserved with your energy, your time. You know what I mean? Like maybe you haven't been dating, or, you know, maybe just haven't been spending that much time with people, or, you know what I mean? Like you've been focused internally. And I do feel like you're shifting out of that, because there's certain things that only you can learn. It's like you and spirit, right? You got, when you get that Two of Cups, when you really tap into soulmate energy, you know how they say you have to love yourself in order to teach people how to love you. And so in a very spiritual way, that is true. You have to get to a place where you really know thyself, where you have poured back into yourself. And the only way of doing that in terms of self-sufficiency, not hyper independence, but it's that journey, that pilgrimage that we all must go on in our own ways, when we develop a pure relationship with spirit, when we learn to trust, truly trust. That's how we learn to love and be in an expansive energy of love. But I'm really getting that for those of you who have been not dealing with people, and I mean for a prolonged period, by the way. We have the Lovers, we have divine union, and then we have you hold the key to your destiny. And I do feel like for some, that's what you've been relearning, what it is, not what other people have said it to be, what it truly is. I mean, I know that for this applies to me, because when I first embarked into, let's just say I hit that fool and I jumped, right? I just was like, okay, I know you got me. And I along, because without going back in time, when you cry out to God for changes, right? And then the door opens, what are you going to do? You're going to be like, oh, I didn't expect you to answer my prayer. Uh, okay, prayers are answered. And so you chose, right? It's like when you pick up the phone and you dial a number, you know who you're calling, right? Your intentions. So here we are. There's so much that needed to be learned before you even got here. We constantly talk about things like attracts like. But if you don't like yourself, you don't know yourself, you don't love yourself, you'll keep putting that blame when things don't go right externally, instead of taking a good hard look in the mirror and saying, what is it about myself that pulls these particular types of individuals, no matter what it is? If you're super lucky and all your friends are dope and you meet dope people, then again, it's something within you, like attracts like. And then the complete opposite aspect of that. If all your peoples and associates are scumbags, and I'm not saying they're not redeemable, that ain't my business. But what I am saying is that you might be denying that part of yourself that feels very comfortable there. And that's okay. But none of this is even relevant until you get to who you are. Because otherwise it'll always just be passion and lust. That's for those of us who've dealt with that Knight of Wands energy, that Knight of Cups energy. Because how are you talking to yourself? All the Knights are communication, right? How are you, yeah, how are you reading your own energy? How are you communicating with the universe? How are you? It's about you. Okay. Right. 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 And now you're exactly where you need to be. Oh, yeah. Just saw the Hangman and the Knight of Cups. Right. You needed this pause, this journey of self-discovery, to fall in love with yourself, to be the soulmate that you needed. So if you can't provide that for yourself, there is no providing that externally. You have to be a whole person. That's right. So here we are. Ooh, this is exciting. Yeah. Sparky, Ace of Wands. Yo, your life getting ready to change. I mean that in the best possible way. You don't even see it coming yet. You really don't. The divine is moving behind the scenes in mysterious ways. Look at this shit. High Priestess. You just really gonna have to really follow those intuitive nudges. Yeah, see? Woo! Look, I really do feel like you have paid your dues, baby. I really, really do. The wheel keeps coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out. And the devil is like, no! I mean, when I tell you they watching obsessively, look at this shit. Right there. Because look, there's that Knight of Cups. There's the Ace of Cups. Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. See what I mean? See what I mean? And you got somebody really just like, mm, mm. It's not one person. I know I'm saying that you got somebody. It's really a low vibrational energy who is not willing to release you. That's wild. Somebody is really. It's so funny because we go from the Nine of Pentacles to the 10, right? Told you it's your season. It truly is. Open your hands to receive. Like you really have put the work in. I'm not even joking. And then look, cut the deck to the Lovers. Look, look, this is a real thing. This is not we're not at that spiritual part right now. It's always spiritual, but this is very much about you and a very real person. Now that you get it, now that you write, you done did the work, you done poured into yourself, you done raised your vibration, you know what you want. Here you go. It's time. It's time. And these people keep like speaking. So the Knight of Swords, you know what I mean? Gemini energy. You know, because words are magic. So they keep trying to speak over your life to make this tunnel even longer. Right. Yeah. It's so funny. Actively. So there are three particular individuals, right, who represent the collective of this heavy energy, who just truly don't want to see you get to this leg of life. Yeah, every time they try, I'm telling you, look at this shit. They have actively done things to put you into poverty. But there's a divine every time, balancing things out. Why? Because you believe in miracles. You've learned to rest and not worry and depend on the Lord for your stability. It is proven very successful. It's only helping you, by the way. Whatever those people are doing with their words, with their energy, it doesn't matter. It really is accelerating your beautiful new beginnings, your prosperity, your happiness, your abundance, your joy. Like it's only increasing because you continue to walk the right path. Yeah, things just work out. That divine protection is real. Look at that. Look at them towers. When you walk by faith and not by sight, look, every time they come rushing in, all them ops, right? And you just still up on that high horse, still just as confident because you know God got your back every time. And you know, with this, right, with the path of the light worker, all this shit come with it. And you know, if you don't work for the divine, you work for the liar himself. Right? All right. This is neat. Like trying so hard to interfere with what the divine has for you. And that's what I think is crazy. Like you're not even attacking the divine collective anymore. You are warring with God and the holy angels. Every arrow sent. Yeah, there ain't no fucking confusion. The Seven of Cups just came out in a block position. Right. Of all the people they tried to target. Why? Because you're a loner. That's that low hanging fruit. We done talked extensively on this channel about low hanging fruit and why you shouldn't touch it. Every time they think they done cause you some sort of loss or some way in which you lost control, you just regain your equilibrium. Because when you exercise your free will in the humblest way possible, which is simply being obedient, things always work out. You really do have some hidden helpers, though. I don't want to linger too long. I really don't. Not on any one of these right now. I don't feel like y'all in a crisis. I feel like the energies around you want you to feel like you're in a crisis. Hence the energies, the wands and the cups, and you know what I mean? I do apologize for the cackle. I do. But the endless universe, that's you. See, when you're connected to the all, right, that ever has been and ever and all that ever will be, this really is it. Okay? Ancient books, mysteries of the deep sea, the sands of like the grains of an hourglass, the mysterious code, travel companion. Like you've been doing this. Yo, my screen legit just whited out. That is crazy. See? Look at this. Look at this. You're doing too much. You're doing absolutely too much. You are this traveler. This is really like there's a consistent theme with all of these cards that are out here. Codes, ancient, mystery, knowledge, uncharted, journey, hidden. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't know where you're going, baby. Look, as I say that, I don't know where you going, but you going somewhere. Man. Don't be afraid of the dark. I feel like whatever's coming at somebody is going to be uncharted for the opposition. When I tell you you bested all this bullshit, somebody is a dark worker. They do dumb shit. They do. And that's okay. And you bested them. And I mean that, bested them. They call this person a ghoul. Yeah. Look. You was expecting. Look, you already knew. You already knew. Because on this journey, right? Oh, God, gotta. Yo, they playing the Pokemon theme song. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah, you bested them. This makes me feel like somebody tried to tap into your Akashic records. They found some shit. See that lantern? See that lantern? Okay. I also feel like spiritually speaking, on like someone has learned about one of your, we'll just say, lifetimes. It's well documented too. This is part of why they're a little nervous now. Yeah, look. They know. They know. They know. There's there's no denying it. There's no denying it. Yeah, you was a ruler, baby. Like straight up, a ruler. Mm. all that Leo energy is really making me feel very much raw energy. I listen, anybody ever else, like, as much as I don't want them finding anything related to anything of a past lifetime. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't your business. Leave the dead alone, right? Leave that vessel alone. Leave tombs alone. Just saying. Leave them alone. That ain't the type of immortality people was talking about. Okay? Okay. Just saying, but you bested this shit. Oh yeah, they won't make nice now. As I say that, look, they won't make nice now. Oh yeah. They won't make nice now. Yeah, that's funny. Because I really do feel like, shit, and I cut the deck to the devil. Right. See, even this energy comes along with that cosmic balance. That's why I was saying, like, friends in high and low places. So I said there's a lot of hidden energies that protect you. Like, a lot. It's almost incomprehensible. Like, for real. They try to do something invoking a very low vibrational, darker energy that defends you, that protects you. You understand? They tried to send, like, they really did. And look, that spirit, that entity heard your name and said, wait, what? What? You don't know. You don't know who they are. They have a spiritual contract. This dark energy, they have a spiritual contract with you, collective. Uh-uh. If they would have did anything to you, it would have thrown the balance out. And you can't do that. Nope. Nope. It's not how this works. Can't. This is why they're freaking out. That's a straight up, nah, dog. You've overreached. That's three no's. No, no, no. So that makes me feel like on three separate occasions. Yeah. Like, there's a lot that walks with you, bruh. You ever notice if you get in a bad mood, like when you go dark, it get heavy. Like, heavy. True story. Years and years, years back. I walked into it's more than a botanica. Like, it is. Like, it was like the premier place in the region. Okay. Well known. And like really old establishment, right? And let me tell you something. I was very much in my head about things that were going on in that part of my life, right? And one of the people who worked there had to stop what they was doing and like, yo, what is up? Da 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 da. Because when I tell you everybody in that shop who worked there, right? They was like they were feeling the heaviness, this intensity coming off of me. Because, as Bernie said, when I pull my shit out, the whole room gets dark. You know what I mean? Metaphorically speaking. And so it's very much like that. That's why it's important to have that heavy emotion, like the a very stable emotional intelligence and balance. You must do things to keep yourself even keel, especially when you've got this sort of power. When you got this sort of spiritual contract, when you're housing one of these very ancient souls. Do you understand? So when you hurt, that get back is real. They go on the deep, like offense, defense. It don't matter. Everybody gonna catch it. No, seriously. There's the scales, Libra, and there's Sagittarius, the arrow. You understand? Like everybody gonna catch it. These high and low. You got contracts. They should have really thought about it. They should have waited. They should have relaxed. They should have, tried to see things a little differently. Now look at them. Now look at them. What's gonna do, Craig? Not only is your spiritual life messed up, your physical life is messed up. And it's all due to your own actions. Because you jealous. That ain't no friendly competition. That ain't rivalry. That's the energy of jealousy. Mm-hmm. They got, It's just really interesting because it's like they will get all of this back. I feel like somebody really is on that cherish every moment shit right now. They need to. Because you done picked up some creatures. I do mean creatures. Yes, Spirit. What do we need to see? Oh, now somebody want a soul search. Now somebody want to make amends. I think it's too late. People seeing things a little differently, huh? It's funny because it feels like someone has it makes me feel like you were being judged at face value. You know what I mean? Like someone, what they saw was the Queen of Wands, a very attractive person, who has a zest for life and lots of courage and doesn't back down. But it was a misread. See, really, it's a free spirit. They thought you was just, pretty face and naive. That really ain't what it is. You really are a star seed. And I feel like whoever these people are, these energies that I'm feeling, they really should have just calmed down first. They really, 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 really should have calmed down first. They should have really contemplated it. Now you got to backtrack. Now you got to put out fires when you done started them everywhere. That was a good show, by the way. Mm-hmm. Ah, don't mind me. I get my own messages within these. Now look. Now look. See? It's funny because I really feel like now that somebody is looking back over things, right? They've seen your maturation, by the way. They have evidence, y'all. Like they really do. They have evidence of who you are in a previous life. They really do. They really, really do. This is bothering me, by the way. How would you feel about that if somebody disturbed one of your former vessels? I wouldn't. I would be really upset. I promise you, I would be. Mm. It's really like it's given Mediterranean, Red Sea, something like that. Like something fell off. This even makes me feel like asteroid impact. Uh, what's that place? Mexico. Like that giant ass crater. Like a lot of civilizations are under the sea level. It's also making me feel like DNA with this hourglass and the mysterious code and uh yeah. I mean, you yourself actually. What I thank you. I'm so grateful you changed that. You yourself could be led, right, to go on some sort of expedition, if you will, and you will find your own information about your own previous lifetimes. For those of you, oh God, psychometry, where you can hold objects and get a read off of it. This is a gift that's coming in for someone, and that this is going to confirm. That. Read the vibrations of objects and people through touch to connect to memories of the past. Exactly. You about to take your little show on the road with this one. He's gonna be led to. Wow. I also feel like when this happens, you're gonna start freeing people of these energetic attachments, these things that have been hanging on to them for lifetime after lifetime. Yeah, you're gonna actually release a lot of folks from it. Yeah. Spell work that's been placed on lineages. That's pretty dope. All I'm saying is, can I get an email or two about your fantastic voyages? Would love an update. Yeah, you really about to yeah. You've been waiting on this, I feel. This next level of initiation into the mystery schools. Yeah, there's an overseas opportunity coming for someone. If you've been like, if your passport, get your identifications. Make sure they're up to date. You planted this seed a long time ago. A long time ago. Wow. Let me get out of those because that's not a crisis. I don't want to give too much away. Uh-huh. If you feel the need to go get grounded, please do. Um, it's the Gemini energy is potent, and you can very much feel disconnected, very airy, very flighty, very like yeah, yeah. All right, we got a made man and ancestral protection. Interesting. Yeah, I don't feel like this is a physical person. I feel like there is a made man in your ancestry, like somewhere, your lineage somewhere. And I don't know, you might have mob ties. Ain't my business, but it's really feeling like that with that combination. Yeah, they really are keeping you from harm. Wait, what was that? Tell me about this made man. Heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression. Yeah. And the Queen of Pentacles came out in the block position. Yeah. I don't think they want no smoke. Ugh. You say the word. Say the word. Somebody like, don't let this calm, cool demeanor fool you. I mean that with the 33. Baby. Go ahead. Say the word. Say the word. Just say the word. They got you. Collective, is somebody messing with you? Cause they like, nah, I'm about that shit. Whoa. Yeah. Cause whoever this masculine ancestor is, they're like, you don't bother anybody. You really don't. I get a very private individual here with the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you work hard, you mind your business, you enjoy what you have, but that, for somebody trying to bring you out your comfort zone, this masculine ancestor is not playing that game. They not playing that game. You supposed to be in your comfort zone. You supposed to be loving and nurturing and feeling grounded. Oh, oh, yo, look at this shit. See, you got angelic protection too, not just these ancestors I'm seeing. Like, you got a whole heavenly host. Judgment and temperance, the Six of Wands. Nah, I got chills. There's a vested interest in your success. Your ancestor said, say word. Say word. Say word. They got him. Because somebody really don't want this smoke. They wait, child. They will crisscross dimensions. World star. Yo, whoever this masculine ancestors, yo, they funny. Because look, Tower, Emperor. You think I'm kidding? This is the only warning that's coming out. This is it. You got whoever this is, they got one more chick. They got one more again. That's what I feel. It ain't even about word right now. They got one more, yeah. And they gonna cut this motherfucker too short to shit. Like, sorry, not sorry. Nah, because you're not supposed to be on no nothing like that. I told you, you supposed to be in this just love and abundance and nurturing and focus on, your mission and da-da-da-da. Yo, they, yo, you can call down whatever you want. Go, what you want to do? I heard them say, daughter, what you want to do? What you want to do? You want us to be gully or you want us to be nice? How you want? They choosing gully. Yeah. 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 Somebody ancestor a goon. Like, I'm really getting goon. He about that shit. Yeah. Really. This is a very potent male ancestor watching over somebody, and they on top of these angels that's sitting here like, nah, you got an assignment you got to focus on. We ain't. They. Say word. They don't care. They don't care. They not nice like you. That's what I'm getting. They not nice like you. They not. They they like war. They like fighting. Five of Wands, Nine of Cups. They really do. They like this shit. Yeah. First chance they get. First chance they get. Go ahead. Cross one more boundary. Cross one. Go ahead. Go ahead. They will not. Man, they like. They any this. Yo. They not. They not. They ready for it. Yep. Look, they ready for it. They, Somebody is about to get fucked up. I mean that. Like, this, mm, mm. Yeah. It's crazy because it's going to manifest in a very real way. What y'all going to do? Something that's going to make you happy. What? No, I'm not kidding. Look. Five of Swords. Heard it before I seen the cards. Knight of Cups. Ten of Cups. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Something that's going to make you happy. But they deserve it is what I'm getting. They deserve it. Because somebody been doing too much. Yo. Yo, Ace of Swords. Seven of Swords. Because people don't know how to leave well enough alone. Eight of Cups. They don't know how to Eight of Cups shit. They just keep going and going and going and going and going. And so it's cool. It's cool. It's real cool. Y'all know what I'm saying. High Priestess energy. Ooh. There's somebody trying to be a thorn in your side, collective. And your ancestors ain't going for it. They sending in the goons. Like, they really are. This a new... They funny. They say, yeah, new levels, new devils, but you got your own new devils with you. This is wild. Yeah, man. Oh, this is so funny. I don't know if you want to ask that one. Yo, I'm sorry. I gotta pull them up real quick. Yo, doing the absolute most. Like, absolute most. Somebody is really... They got karma coming. Yes, we're gonna see this person get their karma. Holy shit. Yo, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad because they're gonna use all their own tricks and tools on them. You done earned your spot. Wow. Collective, all I can say about this is that where you are now, in your spiritual progression, on your spiritual journeys, you are due these blessings. A period of prosperity, peace, tranquility, harmony. Do you understand? And so anything and anyone that tries to throw a monkey wrench in that timeline for you, they're getting dealt with immediately. Because that energy is necessary for the greater good, for you to be in shamanic energy, as it says here, for you to be the healer that you were and are meant to be. You understand? You're supposed to be in that Six of Swords, sailing on a calmer water, peaceful transition. You have earned it. You have. There's They got something up their sleeve. Do I even want to know? They funny. There's somebody. Hold on, I'm gonna pick those up because that's not that energy. Um, somebody giving crackhead energy. Don't do drugs, y'all. Please. It's your life, your body. I get it, but don't do drugs. Please. Please don't do drugs. There's help if you need help. There's support groups. Like, really. shit fine. You don't have nothing to worry about. Yeah. Like nothing to worry about. Somebody wants you in this energy of juggling and da 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 and priority, but that's not real. Somebody wants you to be in the energy that they're in. Somebody's been found out to be a liar. I will say that. Yeah, like somebody was really trying to say that you were all out of sorts, but you were very emotionally balanced. Oh my gosh. Love and harmony and look. Yeah, these are completely polar and opposite energies. Somebody could be bipolar, a little unhinged. Look, devil's in the details. Look, devil, king of swords. Come on. That's a narc. They don't have to be reversed. They don't. Sorry, I don't read my cards that way. Somebody's a narc and came up with some cockamamie story, and I feel like they got caught in their own trap, their own lie. Some of y'all are actually picking up on someone's weirdness. Yeah. Yeah, your spidey senses went off already about this person. Like somebody, like something's off in their mind. This person may actually need to be evaluated, y'all. Like, but whatever's going on within them, this is a spiritual issue. You know, so this person might need like an exorcism or something like that. I'm not even joking. Like, somebody needs to say some warfare prayers for this individual. Yeah, yeah. See, this person really might need to go talk to somebody. Like they're gonna end up in restraints. Oh, I don't wish this on nobody. Like this really looks like somebody's gonna have a psychotic break. I'm gonna let you know right now, light workers, there is someone around you that you are interacting with, and you are triggering this person's demons. And I mean that, like, it's got them out of sorts. Like with the star and the devil, it's really with the two of pentacles above, it's giving Jekyll and Hyde. Like you, this is somebody who's very intelligent, but they're sinister. There's a sinister nature to this person. Yeah. See, look, just your good nature, right? And if you're with somebody, it's like your whole everybody associated with you and your household, same energy, same vibe, but it disrupts. Like somebody is very flashy, very egoic, and someone likes to show off, and that's just not who. This is weird. There's a pureness and an innocence to one of these energies, and then there's just like this diabolical, flashy, uh, duplicity. I think every Gemini season I hit this mark where this energy like smacks out like so if there's any underlying shadow energy, anything that needs to be healed, it comes flying out. It comes to the surface. It's like they can't hide. It's a very raw time. Whatever this person was like, I don't know. It's going to happen to them. This could even be somebody you holding back communication from. I don't know how y'all like this could be a karmic ex. I mean, with the two kings out here, this could be you know, somebody who was in a same-sex relationship for a while. I don't know. Like, it's weird to me. Like, this feels completely foreign. So new energy's cool. And then on the other hand, I'm getting another wave where it's like the duality that exists within you, right? Because the energy of being a free spirit and in alignment, like you can go either way. Meaning you could be full of love, compassion, kindness, a peacemaker, great self-control, very gentle nature. But if you need to, you know how to get down. So you really do try to be metered. Like you let your energy speak for itself. You don't do a lot of talking, is what I'm getting here. Mm. Okay, thank you. Another wave of energy. So listen, for somebody in particular, there's no need to be worried or stressed out or anything like that. You need to like gather some gumption and make that appointment that you're thinking about. I'm not even gonna put it all the way out there because I know I'm just gonna confirm some shit for somebody. You know somebody lying about double dipping, and you know what I mean when I say that shit. This is not the sort of place or situation where it want to be don't ask, don't tell. See, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've expressed this before, but I don't know how long whoever you are been involved in your spiritual path and journey. When did you embark? But narcissists, right? Devil, King of Swords, they'll get supply from anybody, guys. They're not. There's no such thing as a heterosexual narcissist. Do you understand me? Because it's a spiritual disorder. So they'll get their supply from whomever, whatever. It don't matter. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. You know this already, though. Everything about this person energy over here keeps telling you that it's something deeper. Like you're seeing one way, but you're sensing something else. Something else is off, and you're correct. You are correct. There's a reason why you don't want to be involved with this individual. You sense what else is going on. This person is a liar. They're deceptive. They are lying to you. Okay, don't do it. This is not your soulmate. Okay, I don't know who that person is to you, but nah, they a test. Okay. Whether or not you have learned when to walk away from toxic situations that do not value you, uphold you, don't serve your greatest good. Do you understand? It's a test. Because I just saw the Queen of Wands, and look, that person is chock full of demons, okay? Yeah, they look good on the surface, but everything in you is telling you. What I'm sensing is that they have some sort of weird Jezebel spirit on them. These are two men. I'm very much feeling that these are two men I am talking to. And then where it's not two men, it's one man who is masquerading like he is amazing. But really, he is the devil. He is a narc. And he is just looking for a brand new target. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit, what else do you want us to know? Ooh. Stay positive, public recognition. Look, you about to get your flowers. Holy shit. Holy shit. You about to be publicly honored, recognized, presented with something, but you getting your flowers. Yes, you are, baby. You long overdue. You getting your flowers. You getting your flowers. And here's the thing. I feel like you gave somebody really good advice in a way in which no one else could have. You gave somebody a fresh perspective, a better outlook on something. You helped bring peace and healing. It was the exact sort of emotional medicine that they needed, even though it was a conversation. But you about to get your flowers, baby. Somebody want to say thank you, because they didn't know what to do. They were at an indecisive moment. They felt like they were chasing their own tail, and whatever you said helped this person stop going back and forth. Help them get to a better place in life. Yes, you did. You inspired this person, Ace of Wands, to get themselves out of, I don't know, poverty or something. I don't know. But whatever you did, you inspired this person to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. You gave them the confidence and the courage to believe that they could do it. They could persevere. Yeah. You don't even realize how much what you said manifested in this person's life, A, and then B, truly was a source of inspiration as they went through their healing journey. Somebody could have started counseling, therapy, something. Yeah, man. That's pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah. In whatever community y'all are a part of, this person who's going to give you your flowers publicly, they defend you. They count you as a friend. Like a serious friend. Because, baby, I don't know what you did, but they say thank you. Oh, sorry. There's a lot going on. I want to thank you for letting me be myself again and again. And yeah, man. You could have even given somebody a handout. And it really helped them. Like, it could have been at a very unstable place in life, pillar to post. Yeah, man. I really do. It's something about the way this person thinks now. You shifted their perspective after some really tragic shit that went down. Strength, Hangman, Knight of Cups, and then there's the Ace of Swords, Two of Cups. Like, you could have even just listened to somebody when they were going through a hard time. You could have just showed them some positive energy, some love, some light, like whatever it was. But this person has never forgotten this kindness. I mean that. They have been diligently waiting for a day where they, want to give back in some way to you. I get that. That's sweet. Yeah. Like, you really inspired this person to take control of their life. King of Wands just flashed. Yes, you did. Yeah, some healing words, some positive words. Like, you did something, man. You cut through something. Like, bullshit, lies, deception. You called something out and it helped this person. Like, oh my Lord. Like, blew they fucking mind. Tower. Wow. Because they was struggling. They was going through it. But you definitely, a King of Swords just flashed. You said something that really explosive. Yeah, baby. Because they was really, I mean this shit. They was really, really, really going through it. They was going through it. And then here you come. Man up. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you said this to a guy. I do, because the Emperor and them Tower, that's a lot of fiery, passionate Aries energy, Mars energy. You know, Yes, you did. Could have been a reading, could have been in real life, something like that. But somebody behind the scenes, like, really going to bat for you now. Because, man, you ain't never lied. Mm, mm, mm. I love it. I do. Good job, y'all. Good job. Good job. All right, one more, and then I'm going to wrap it. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man. All right, Holy Spirit. What other messages? We got the Lovers. We got the Queen of Cups. A love, a love. This is more than crime. The Moon. While I'm hearing that, and you're my little secret. And never let them know, never let them show. Y'all. I don't see not one sword, but quiet as it's kept. You see these three majors? There is somebody in the background to you making big ass plans. They can't stop thinking about you. They want to come back. They want to spin the block. This person's still holding on. And I keep holding on. Yeah. Look, Chariot to the Six of Swords. Like, nah, man. I don't know how things ended. Yeah, look. Sun, Ten of Swords. You know what's funny about this? This is somebody who really betrayed your ass. I mean that. I don't even think you have good sentiment. Because look, we got 666. And so that's all, that's your thought vibrations and stuff like that, your perceptions, and it's not always a negative, right? But I feel like this person really did you dirty. And like, you just went, it's cool. It is cool. And move the fuck on. Look. Justice, bottom card. 6 of Pentacles. See, this is not, it's cool because you know how universal law works, right? So you don't have to retaliate. You know. You know. The funny part is I feel very strongly that whoever this person is to you, this is how you see them. A good time. Page of Wands and the Devil. You see this person as nothing more than a good time. And as a matter of fact, you called judgment on this person. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Knight of Swords, Judgment, Hierophant. And there's the King of Cups to the Page of Cups, right? This person, right, that you had to call judgment on, right? Woo, used to be real sweet on this person. But you know what? They double-crossed you. They betrayed you. And you was like, it's cool. You're a lesson. I'm going to learn my lesson. And I'm going to keep it pushing. But I will call judgment on you because you can't just do that to people. Whatever this betrayal is, right? Whatever that 10 swords, it wasn't just one time. So you gave this person chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. So you was just all dried out. You was just like, there ain't no more chances. You know how like we play Monopoly, you got community chess and you got chance. The cards ran out. You got to the bottom where you was like, oh, nope, seen this already. Right. Okay. But quiet as it's kept, this person who really betrayed you, right, is now truly, madly, deeply in love with you because they're crazy. Because no one loved them the way you love them. I'm not even joking. No one poured into them. No one nurtured them. Nobody held them down in such a way. And they ain't know what they had, cliche shit, until your ass walked away. Whatever the final straw was, it's cool. Like I said, you got to the point where you was like, nope, seeing all of this, gotta go. And now, all of a sudden, this person is like, wait. We have a spiritual contract. Null and void. Right, because you called it a lesson. Because that's what it was. Spiritual contract fulfilled. But they want back in. They want you to be open to giving and receiving with them again. Maybe in some way you inspired this person to do some shadow work. Who knows? But they know they were not fair with you. This person was definitely more focused on money and financial gain. Listen, they ain't got nothing to do with the betrayal, by the way. But that's where their attention was, right? They wasn't even thinking about you, soulmate. Nope. They didn't care. Didn't, not one iota about how this was impacting you. Worry, stress, fear, anxiety. I mean, shit, looks like you could have been going through a bunch of bullshit at the time. Because we got the Lovers, and I keep seeing Gemini energy. So, you could have been up, and they were down. They could have been up, and you could have been down. But either way, wasn't thinking about you. Nope. Was only, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Right. Okay. Very immature energy. That looks disrespectful. It just does. It's very disrespectful. Eight of Swords. And it's funny because I really feel like this person knows that you don't think highly of them at all anymore. Like, at all. Like, if you had good thoughts, you don't have them anymore. Again, that's what I was getting with the 666 here. And then another one came out. Just saying. Like, this person played the fuck out of you. 9 swords, 10 swords, 8. The only one missing is the 7. Because there's the 6. Like I said, you're no good. Heartbreaker. You was a lie and a cheat. Yeah, see? You was like, you a lesson. That's it. At a point, that's where you got to. It's cool. Look, you offered forgiveness. Things will work themselves out. You went on your way, but you still called judgment. Yes, you did. Because why wouldn't you? I'm just curious what this person has gone through to make them think they could come back around to you, collective. I just want to say, because I'm getting two different things. Interesting. So this could actually happen like soon, like tomorrow, because I'm looking at certain transits that are happening on Friday, and there's a really good chance that somebody could reach out to you out the blue, and I mean that literally out the blue. Ace of Swords, not a joke. Like, they'll be inspired, but it's the energy of the transits. Yeah, they definitely looking you up. I just saw the Hermit and the Page of Swords. Don't be surprised if the same, listen, I already know. Flighty energy. Like somebody going through old phones, trying to find your information. Right. Yeah. Interesting. Because it really is. It really is that fucking transit. I'm sorry. So tomorrow, listen, let me just give you a heads up. It says here, after the moon squares Venus until the moon enters Leo, Cancer is one of the 4 signs which the void course moon is a good thing, right? And so that's going to happen like midday. So if you're on the East Coast, 8:40 to midday. West Coast, move it by 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna feel like the dead has arisen. I'm not even joking. Somebody really wants to make amends with you. All right, hold on. Same part. Let me just. That would involve speaking the truth, right? Because we saw the Seven of Swords again was the one that was missing from the high part of the swords set. So, does this person have any intention on speaking the truth to the collective? This makes me feel like a 12-step program with the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. They may admit to you that they're in therapy. Like they might have actually sought out a professional to work on some, we'll just say, family issues, things they learned in their upbringing that don't serve them. It's given very chauvinistic sort of energy, womanizing energy. You know, use different words if it's the opposite gender type shit. It's funny because I feel like this person is practicing this. But I really do feel like they're working on themselves in some capacity. Like group. It's making me feel like group therapy. Somebody really could have been institutionalized. But I also see here, sidebar, right? A whole nother energy. Somebody's trying to set you up and get you arrested for something. I don't know what. Yeah, trying to start a fight with you. So be mindful with that. Like somebody's really trying to create some sort of weird hostile environment. Look, Empress, the haters just form. The haters just form. But anyway, yeah, they could have gotten arrested for something. I don't know what. Wow. Somebody might have actually had to go to like some sort of retreat. Like if this isn't like a padded room or something like that, like somebody went someplace like in an isolation sort of energy, right? Because you have the Eight Swords here, you have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords, right? A place where they couldn't run from themselves, where they could get clear. This makes me feel like some sort of pilgrimage where they, did a lot of self-discovery work, a lot of healing work. Yeah, I feel like it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot to unpack. Like this person had been carrying a lot energetically, like things they have been occupied. Like some people become workaholics because they're literally running from the shadow work that needs to happen. Like so, it's avoidance, escapism. I don't have time to think about that. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Right, but somebody went someplace. This is what it feels like some sort of mental retreat, something. This could have even been like rebirthing. You know how when you go to the sweat lodges, for those of you where somebody's gonna try to do something stupid, don't engage. That's all I got. Don't engage in any communication. Just stay away from whomever or whatever that is, okay? There are so many beautiful blessings and opportunities coming your way, collective. It's not even funny. It's not. I wish I could put out more detail about that, but I refuse to give the enemy any ammunition at this point. And so, yeah, your prayers are really being answered. Like, good job, y'all. Good job. Good job. Yeah. This makes me feel like again, rebirthing, reparenting, something like that. Yeah. See, rebirth. Like it's really giving Sweat Lodge. But there's something about this transit tomorrow that expect some strange communication. Okay, somebody out the blue just reaching out to you. This person could be on the path of becoming a healer themselves. That was part of this whole journey and awakening. They could be in psychology. Maybe they went and studied psychology to help them better understand some of the things they learned growing up. And interesting. But this, mm, mm. maybe not that deep. It's really given like overseas retreat, Sweat Lodge, some shit like that. Or ayahuasca, something like that. The dark ass chaos magic that people are throwing around, it's coming right back to you. Can't help it. If I see it, I'm gonna say it. It's being blocked. It's being returned to you. It is. It's going right back to you, baby. So careful what you try to manifest for others, okay? Because they're real consequences, okay? You better keep that evil ass eye turned inward. Don't be sending that shit to other people. You're gonna lose that fucking eye. It's a lot of people walking around with glass eyes. I don't know if you know that. I was surprised at the sheer volume of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be back to you threefold. Anyway, all I can say, it's going to be up to you on whether or not you want to hear what this person has to say. As far as you're concerned, like I said, that Seven of Swords had to come out. This person is a liar. They're cheap. They're dishonest, deceptive. They run away from, real responsibility as far as you could tell, and da-da-da-da. And you have your own opinions of this person. And yes, they've been doing some work and introspection. Yes, but again, you have your experience, and only you can decide on whether or not you're going to entertain this. But there is a recognition that this person caused you heartbreak and they would like to make amends. That's as far as I can get. They know whoever this person is, they know whatever they did it at a really fucked up place. Like, you could have really been going through it. You could have really been going through it. You could have been coming out of a karmic situation, toxic, even detox for somebody, and you really needed a friend. You really needed a friend. Knight of Cups, you did. You needed somebody who could have been compassionate, loving, kind. But instead, this person was opportunistic and took advantage of you in a vulnerable situation. And that's why the universe is breathing down that neck. Yeah. Interesting. They've definitely done some healing. Ace of Swords. And I don't even get that you were in a financial bond. I'm really getting like you needed a friend. Oh, Lord. I'll call back in a second. All right, guys. I gotta go. I love you. I hope this helps. Be aware you're going to have some surprise communication from somebody from your past. All right? Be well. Bye.